because many times when Nigerian banks are healthy and attracting investors, okay, especially investor interest, the broader market story always becomes stronger. So the banking sector is like where gives the signal of how the economy is moving. You can see how through the banking recapitalization, a lot of things are changing already. Okay, so that does not mean that you should buy banks blindly. No, I'm not talking of every bank at any bank. Okay, but I'm talking about you noting that banking sector is a key driver in developing and emerging market economy. Okay, it means that the bank deserve your serious attention because they often shape sentiment for the whole market as a whole. You can see today GTCO and Zenith have been flying, as in they are not stopping anytime. Okay. And in Nigeria, when the bank moves, the market usually listens. It's as simple as that. With the rally now that GTCO and Zenith are doing in the Nigerian market, it's a signal that the economy is becoming more healthy. Yes, I know for the everyday Nigerians, that has not trickled down because the government policy harsh. I don't want to go into politics, so I want to stick to financials. But just know that things are actually changing in the banking sector. And the CBN is really doing well. I must say that because I would always critique. I'm not here for politics. I'm talking numbers. And when numbers don't lie. Okay, I am widely invested in the US market, in the UK market, but I'm also in Nigerian market, and I won't lie to you, Nigerian market have been making me smile. Even with now that the dollar fluctuation has reduced, I'm even smiling more than most of my portfolios in US market I have, because the US market have over 60% of my portfolio. Yeah, okay, over 60% of my portfolio, and Nigerian market have say 30-35% of my portfolio. But with all the geopolitical tension and everything, sometimes not being central to global markets sometimes has its own pros. Because with all this Iran and everything, Nigerian market was quite resilient. It held true. It didn't, fluctuate just like the Western markets. Even though, yes, their growth slowed down. But if you are invested in those blue chip stocks, which I always advise about, go for market leaders. Because I have said it time again, Nigerian market is a developing market. So don't go into the ETFs and all those things in Nigerian market because they are overpriced. Rather, choose the market leaders and stick with them. Concentrate for Nigerian market. Diversification is talk. Is not too smart. It's really wide diversification. Choose sector leaders. Pick one or two of the sector leaders. Stick with them and you won't be wrong. Go to banking. This is not financial advice. I will give the disclaimer, but what I'm doing. Banking sector, if you must go for two, go for GTCO, go for Zenith. In agriculture, if you must go for two, go for Presco, go for Quemo. Okay, in consumer, go for Nestle. Okay, some people might add Cadbury, but me just stay with Nestle. In energy, go for Seplat, go for Arade. Okay, just the market leaders.